Death of a loved one. How often do we see this happen again and again? Ecclesiastes says, "To everything there is a season, a time to be born and a time to die." But then, out of this common everyday happening, Edgar Allan Poe, the poet of the dark side of mystery, made a masterpiece out of the death of a loved one. This beautiful young maiden by the name of Annabel Lee, who lived in a kingdom by the sea. And Poe would spend countless nights lying in the tomb of his beautiful Annabel Lee. Consider this. What if, when Edgar Allan Poe calls her name, out of her grave, Annabel Lee would rise like Lazarus to comfort him? We would say that's impossible. We would say that's a miracle. And you would be right. But this is precisely what happens during the Mass. Every time a Mass is being said, there is a miracle happening. Every time the priest says, "This is my body, this is my blood," Christ comes with his real presence, body, blood, soul, and divinity in the form of bread and wine. This is what we call transubstantiation. He is not there just to be with us and comfort us. No, he is there to offer us his body and his blood. Because the Mass is essentially a sacrifice of love. Christ redeemed us with his passion, death, and resurrection. That's why the Mass is still the greatest story ever told. That a man, an innocent man, would lay down his life, not his possessions, but his life, so that his friends may live. Greater love than this no man hath, that he lay down his life for his friends. And so Christ comes to us, not just to be with us and comfort us, but to nourish our body and soul through the reception of the Holy Eucharist. The Mass is a rendezvous. It is a meeting, a date between two lovers like Romeo and Juliet. During the Mass, we are not there as passive bystanders or onlookers, just watching the priest say the Mass. No, we are there to meet as lovers. Christ is our Romeo, and we are his Juliet. If we treat the Mass as a date between two lovers, then people leaving the Mass early won't be a problem anymore. Because the Mass is all about relationship. We are there to meet Christ as our date. And when you are in a date with someone you love, you don't just leave your date in the middle of the meal and go somewhere. No, Christ takes center stage. All your other appointments can wait. You stick around and talk to your beloved. That's the best part. Whispering sweet nothings, making plans together. The fun has just began. And in the sunset of our life, as we lay dying in our deathbed and it's time for us to go, when we ask the final question, what is the meaning of our life? Then we will find out, like Edgar Allan Poe, that all the wisdom in this world, all the wisdom we try to find in Google, Facebook, and Twitter are contained in just two words. Just two words only. that defined the whole life of Annabel Lee, and that is, her only thought is to love and be loved by me.